Hey you guys, welcome to I'm So Super Single reading. This is an 8-card spread, and it is to look into the lives of those of you that are single and looking or just trying to see what's going on. So yes, an 8-card spread, and we'll go ahead and start off with the first question. Why are you currently single? These are some big cards, so bear with me. And those of you that I know you want to know, it's Angel Wisdom Tarot. All right, next we'll focus on who is coming towards you. Next, we'll look at when this will happen. And then we'll ask some advice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the why you're currently single. All right, I have the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so something's going on where maybe the energy is being blocked or communication is being blocked. I feel like there's a need to overcome something that's going on within. Overcome any type of insecurities that you could be having. It takes courage to enter a relationship, and I feel that that's something that's needed at this time. It's like you've got to be ready. You've got to make sure that you can take the punches of of a relationship. And by punches, before you even go there, you know I'm not talking about anything physical. But you know, it's like it's not easy. So I feel like there's a lot of things that will be coming at you, and you have to make sure that you can handle this relationship. Now, if this is coming from the energy of the person that is coming towards you, this is an indication that someone does need to come out of their shell. Someone is very guarded. They are having some sort of trust issues. It's hard for them to come around to, you know, opening up and asking you, asking you out or just getting to know you. So either way, I feel like the overall energy is about blocked communication and overcoming fears. Just really needing to have that courage to move forward. I feel like someone is just not ready to move forward yet. I'm getting something about fighting battles, busy fighting other people's battles. So it is possible that maybe someone is just busy taking care of other people, but that's kind of like an excuse so that, you know, they don't have to focus on what's going on within themselves. Or again, this could be your energy. Just busy, just running around, just doing other things. Like everything is an excuse. And it's just like, okay, that's because of that and that and that. But what's really going on? Anytime the 9 shows up is still an indication that you need to check yourself from within. There is some sort of inner work. But it is, I feel like, nearing completion. This is like some sort of hurdle that you're needing to overcome. Some of you also might be having fears about being single or fears about being alone. Any type of fears you have, just get over them or confront them, deal with them, look in the mirror, write them down, do whatever you need to do to get out of this state of mind. Yeah. A lot of you have also maybe been emotionally bruised or damaged. So that's basically the holdup. All right, so who is coming towards you? We have the Two of Swords and Balance. So off the bat, it could be a Sagittarius, but it also may indicate that it's someone who is trying to remain balanced and in control of a situation. I feel like something's going on where there are some sort of secrets. So again, I'm getting the energy of someone being guarded and not really trusting people. So whoever is coming towards you, when they do come towards you, it's because they're healed. It looks like someone's been in recovery. Someone has been trying to, just kind of trying to temper a situation. And when I was saying earlier, where somebody is busy fighting other people's battles, this makes me feel like that has something to do with it. Like needing to know how to manage your life and the life around you. But whoever this is, they seem like they're a calm person. They seem very spiritual. I feel like this person is, I feel like they could be literally black or brown. If they are not, then maybe it runs in their family, or maybe they're very tanned or have very dark features, like dark hair, dark eyes, brown eyes. So something about their features are dark. I feel too that because it's talking about blending energies or tempering energies, someone could be mixed. Someone might be both, black and white, or just any two combinations of races. They're mixed. I feel too like something's going on where you may already be tapped into this person's energy, if you know who this is. If not, if this is a completely new person, then it doesn't matter. I feel like you and this person are going to be tapped into each other's energies. The thing I like about it is that it's more so making me feel like the type of relationship it would be. Something about it seems like it would be very calming. The conversation would seem effortless. There would be like a natural flow of give and take between the two of you. The energy is mutual. There's mutual reception here. I feel like this person, they could still be watching from afar. Someone may need to uncross. If you're into spell work, there may be a need to do some sort of uncrossing spell or remove some sort of blockages. I feel like this person is also going to be heavily into the occult, metaphysical things. If they don't practice it, then they at least like to read and research about it. I feel like they dabble. This person's also coming off as shy, so they're going to test the waters before they fully move forward with you. I feel like they want to test the waters and just kind of feel you out, see if you're into them. It makes me think of too, when you, before you get in a tub, how you kind of like tip your toe in or your foot, trying to make sure it's the right temperature. So that's what is happening. It's like someone is just kind of like sticking their toe in. They're like, what's this person's temperature? What's their energy? Are they feeling me? I feel like they want to approach you in a way that kind of says, I come in peace. They're being very gentle with their approach. Yeah. So you've got someone coming towards you that's been healing, that's been recovering, very spiritual. They can be very angelic. They may be trying to reach into their highest potential. And I still feel like this is that it does have a bit of twin energy, or something about duality. Something about the two of you are going to be very opposite, but yet it works. Something that seems like it wouldn't work, it works. You guys are going to find a way to make your personalities mesh, or your lifestyles mesh, because there's something very, very polar opposite going on. Yeah. They also know how to handle you. This person knows how to handle you, and you'll know how to handle them too. But you know, this is one of those situations where I feel like, let's say if you have, you know, anger issues, this person knows how to deal with that. They're like, okay, like what I'm sensing is that you're not upset about this, you're upset about this. They just kind of know how to deal with you, you know, and talk to you and feel you out. They're gonna get you. They can read you really well. I feel like this person, for a male, I'm getting more of a tall energy. I kind of feel like their hair could be short though, or shoulder length. All right, so moving on to when this is happening, we have the Sun and ego. Now their ego, that's funny because they both kind of mean the same thing. But their ego is actually the Death card. So I feel like it's talking about the ego right now is something that is in a way, or that has been blocking this union. But the minute the egos have been checked, that is when you guys are going to be able to come forward. But there's something that needs to end first. There needs to be a death of the ego. And the ego can be really like whatever you identify with, or you identify as some sort of beliefs that you are holding on to. Or it even can be like pride. It's like you're too proud to, you know, say this or do that. Like, I feel like it has to do with both ego and pride. And it looks like communication can break that. I'm looking at how he's holding that sword and is breaking the chains. Someone is also blinded by their ego. They don't realize that their own selves, their own identity, their own beliefs are blocking something. I'm just looking at how she has a veil, and then and she's got the swords. She has a veil, and she was tied up with the, what do you call it, the handcuffs. And then the sword, I feel like, is the tongue or the language or the communication is breaking that. So I feel like as long as this person can overcome some sort of communication. It just like that. It could begin just like that at the drop of a dime. And then also here, we're going back to that communication with the swords. You know, someone, they have a lot to say. This person can be very direct, very straightforward, but I feel like they get cold feet, or then they get blocked. Something stops you, or something stops them from speaking or coming forward. I really feel like it has to do with that abandonment issues and trust issues. And then their message on here says the illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness, addictions, or unhealthy habits. So yeah, same thing. That's why I don't even really pay attention to what the messages are saying here, because I feel like I can pick up that same energy from the imagery. But yeah, I feel like you definitely need to have the courage to speak, or they do. Also, timing seems like newness. There's a renewal, some sort of rebirth. So there's going to be a death and a rebirth. Now, astrologically or spiritually speaking, metaphysically, esoterically, you know, winter solstice is when the sun dies. And they say that supposedly it seems like it stands still for 3 days. And that's where the whole, you know, Jesus died and resurrect comes from. So I feel like something's going on where it's just simply saying during winter solstice. So that is coming up, you know, especially here is Sagittarius season, and then it's going to come to an end. So I would say maybe moving into Capricorn season, since that is the next start of winter. I do feel like truth will heal everything. Truth will resolve all things. I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough. That's what's needed. And it does look like enlightenment. It looks like an awakening. And it's funny, there's an hourglass here. So again, that's confirming that this is talking about that time frame. So the time has to do with the truth coming out. The time has to do with seeing the truth, or seeing something, seeing your situation for what it really is. You taking ownership or responsibility. It's like a part of you has to die before something takes place. It's like there's a death. I usually feel like this relates to, you know, some sort of belief, but it also can be anything coming to an end, like you randomly lost your job. And let's say this hasn't happened yet, but like somewhere around it, like you lost your job, and then right after that, someone new came into your life. You know, it's like a death and then a rebirth, like someone is coming into your life after that. If you moved out, you know, that's the end of your life on that in that neighborhood, and now there's a new beginning. So there has to be some sort of death and rebirth, and a part of you, something that you identified with, like you identified with that job, you identified with that neighborhood, like once that dies, or it could just be something personal. Even let's say you have your own business and you decide to change the name of your business. I don't know, I'm not saying that has anything to do with it, with a relationship, but it's just indicating that anything where there is some sort of a death. But I really feel like for the most part, it's talking about, you know, the time frame going into winter solstice, when the sun dies. All right, so let's see here. At Vice, we have the Five of Wands, and then we have, the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Wands. So I feel like someone needs help or attention. I'm looking at how there's an elderly person in here and maybe they need assistance or healing. So I don't know if there's someone that around you that is elder that needs help or assistance, but I feel like maybe it's meant for you. And looks like an angel just kind of standing there. Maybe she's not even aware that she's being helped or assisted. This is saying that someone is in need of help. If you are the one in need of help, then, you know, maybe there's a need for you to speak up about it, or maybe someone can already sense or detect that, so they're on the way. But this is saying to go ahead and pursue something that you're passionate about. This is saying also to have courage to move forward. And it says too that I feel like your faith is going to be restored, because it looks like there's a lack of faith here. Something happened where you just lost faith. But now I feel like your faith is restored because you seem optimistic. You seem ready to do something or ready to take action. Something is happening where I feel like now you're going to have clarity. Now I keep looking at this cat. I don't know if someone lost their pet. This also to me is starting to look like a tombstone or a graveyard. I don't know if this is saying that someone who's passed away has been visiting you or encouraging you. Somebody is around you encouraging you. And I'm also looking at the color yellow here. It seems to be significant. I don't know if that's talking about gold or just like the yellow family. I don't know if that's someone's favorite colors, if that's the type of flowers that were placed on a grave, if the color yellow is going to be a sign or a confirmation, if the yellow is talking about the sun, like we were just talking about. So, yeah, I feel like there are times where you feel disgusted or just tired, beat up, and it's like you don't believe in something anymore. You're like, I give up. Like, I don't believe, I lost my faith in this, that, and the other. But there is an energy, there's something that's happening where your faith is going to be restored and you're going to have new direction. To me, this is also talking about maybe there is some sort of a partnership. Maybe there is someone that can help assist or inspire you. Maybe new love inspires you. I also feel like maybe something's happening to help you focus more on your spirituality and your creativity. You also may be being asked to make the best of your situation, whatever your situation you're in now. It's like, just make the best of it. Move towards the path that you feel that you should be going in. I feel like this is having something to do with being in alignment with the path that you're on. You're going to be matched with that person. I feel like you guys are having something in common, something the two of you have in common. I don't know if it's something about your mother that brings the two of you together, like your mother and their mother. Like maybe you guys both lost your mother, or maybe the both of you were introduced by one of your mothers. Like something's going on where I feel like maybe someone's mother has something to do with this connection. Maybe someone's mother has the key to unlock some sort of knowledge that you need to know, some sort of information. Yeah, I'm getting something like mother is key. I feel too like if, like what I was saying earlier about being tapped into this person's energy, this person may sense that you need help in some way. Their spirit does. So their spirit is drawing you towards them. Or if you are the pursuer and you don't know what's making you reach out to someone or move forward, it's like your spirit is talking to you or telling you what you need to do. It's like you're being invisibly guided. All right, let me look at this Nine of Wands. So to me, it does indicate that there needs to be some sort of courage to move forward. I feel like someone was also hurt by a fire sign or needs to set boundaries with the fire sign. Something about a fire sign has hurt you, or you're blocking them, or you don't trust them. Or because of a fire sign, you're having a hard time trusting people. I feel like something's happening where this is more so the energy of the pursuer. I feel like the pursuer is just kind of working up the nerve to come forward. I feel like they have to confront their fears. They have to be motivated. It looks like someone also may be coming from a distance. So I don't know if travel has something to do with it. Like maybe your love interest doesn't even live where you live. Maybe they're getting ready to travel or relocate to where you are. And that's where the two of you can interact or meet. I feel like someone also expresses their pain in different ways. Someone is hurting. Someone is like suffering in silence, but the way it's being expressed is maybe coming off defensive or paranoid. And it also looks like there's a yearning or some sort of desire to understand something that doesn't make sense anymore. Some of you are looking into religion or spirituality and you're really questioning it. You also might be questioning how prayers work or how God works. Maybe you're like, I don't think God works that way, or I think I need to, do something. I'm responsible for whatever, this, that, and the other, for my future. Like there's some things that you're looking into, you don't believe in it anymore. I also feel like somebody is wondering why you shut them out. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but yeah, the main reason has to do with courage, though, and moving forward. Okay, so let me clarify. Oh, and I mixed my cards up. Oh, well. Let me clarify balance for who's coming towards you. Somebody's favorite color, I feel, may be blue. All right, so yeah, this is indicating that something is coming to an end and there's a new chapter beginning. So I feel like with it's being clarified by the world, Two of Wands and Sun. So it does look like there is some sort of closure and you are getting ready to start a new chapter in your life. But something also keeps looking like traveling or relocating. So whoever's coming towards you is coming from a distance. It's like you guys live in two different worlds. I'm looking at the world here, the world there, and these two. So you guys come from two different worlds, I feel. But you're going to make each other happy. You're going to feel like you found the one. You're going to feel like you found your match. I feel like someone inspires you or lights your fire. This person may be very motivational. They are shy, but they can be very forward and outgoing once they're comfortable. So also could be Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, but could be any sign, maybe Leo. I do feel like this person wants to reconcile, or they, if it's not someone that you know, this is just more so about them reconciling with themselves and being ready to put themselves out there back into the dating world. I feel like this person, the way they pursue you could be passive. So it might be kind of hard to tell if this person is pursuing you. I feel like they're being direct, but something about their energy is still passive. But this is how they do it. This is how they, when they see something they want, this is how they do it. So I'm also feeling like you're needing to set boundaries with this person for whatever reason. There's some sort of boundaries. Maybe there's a third party involved, maybe not necessarily in a romantic way. I feel like you're going to be guarded towards this person at first. Maybe you've blocked them, or maybe you're trying to just guard yourself from them. But it looks like the minute you let your guards down, that's when this alignment can happen. All right, let me clarify. Ego. Okay, so you might be holding on to some sort of, what do you call it, traditional beliefs, or something focused too much on what society says you should have, or who you should be with, or who you shouldn't be with. And I just feel like that's part of that ego death. Like you have to just like break that pattern, do what you feel is best for you. Something seems generational, so it also could be about breaking generational curses. I also feel like if someone identifies with money or having to uphold some sort of image, or your view on security, I feel like needs to be shattered or buried. Like that's a old That's an old way of thinking. Something that's old-fashioned, old world. This is a new world. This is a new beginning. You also may need to cut ties with extended family members like cousins, aunts, uncles, the ones that are against your beliefs. So maybe somehow family, I feel like extended family has something to do with your love life or your decisions. This is also talking about some sort of an ending. So it could be talking about the ending of a family gathering. And I know the holidays are still coming up, so maybe something is happening after Christmas. And then overall, it looks like it has to deal with communication, like just opening up, just saying how you feel, or they need to do that. So the minute there can be some sort of communication, there can, the relationship can begin. Okay, so those of you, again, it has had like a loved one cross over. They're looking after you. They are assisting you. They're helping you. They're around. So especially if you've been having some sort of dreams about, loved ones that have crossed over, that's another indication that they're helping you. They're there. They're near you. Pay attention to any signs that you feel your ancestors are leaving out for you. Any signs or clues, because they're trying to let you know that they're helping or assisting you. This also makes me feel like whatever phase you're currently in, especially more so, being single or some sort of a pattern, that whole thing is coming to an end. You're about to undergo some sort of transformation. You are also researching something in regards to Scorpio, the nature of Scorpios or Scorpion or the sign Scorpio. I feel like something in regards to Scorpio has something to do with your love life, and it's helping you understand. So especially if you have Scorpio placements, eighth house placements, or like planets conjunct Pluto or something, anything dealing with transformation in your life, maybe you're realizing you're being purified through that sign or that planet. Something is purifying you. You're being refined. Now also the timing seems like it has to do with a decision or a choice. So I don't know if you're currently in a situation where you are trying to choose between two lovers, or they will have, when they meet you, they have to decide between you and somebody else from their past. Even if it's not romantic, it's just something, like I was saying, maybe someone's family is very strict or has certain ways, and it's like, no, they can only be Sicilian, or no, they only can be black, or no, it's something like that. Like something that your family might be giving you issues with in regards to who you want to be with. Like you have to just get rid of that and focus on what you want and what you need in your life. Like you can't worry about pleasing your family. So Two of Wands is indicating that you're needing to let go again to move in a direction to find that missing piece of the puzzle. If you feel like somebody is the one that got away, maybe you need to reach out to them. Yeah, I feel like maybe you are feeling an emptiness or a void. Now, either it's also possible that either you feel like an air sign is the one that got away, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or in order to be happy, you need to let go of an air sign. You've got to let something go. You've got to move on. You've got to confront your fears. You've got to just take some sort of a risk. I feel like you need to have courage. Yeah. See, somebody is holding back. They haven't really taken action yet. They want to, but they haven't done it yet. So as advice, if you are the pursuer, this is saying that you need to just go ahead and do what you need to do. Reach out to whoever you're thinking about. Stop holding back. Stop being shy. Like it looks like you're just trying to be reserved. Just be yourself. Somebody's holding back. Somebody's just like, I can't show them my real self. And it's like, yes, you can. As advice, if that's you, if you feel like you are holding back and you're being reserved, this is saying that you just have to be honest. You have to be true to yourself. Some of you are still holding on to a soulmate. It looks like sometimes you're in denial of this. You may need to just embrace how you feel instead of trying to avoid your feelings or run away from them. Yeah. And also, I feel like don't overthink something, because it looks like you start to get too caught up into what's practical. And it's like, just go with what your heart is saying sometimes. Like, that's the best thing sometimes. Just do what your heart says. Especially if you're debating between heart and logic. Sometimes it's just best to just go with what your heart is feeling. But it looks like you're also trying to make sense of something. Like you feel like it doesn't make sense that, you know, somebody's your soulmate. You're like, but why would my soulmate be this person? Or why is my soulmate blah, blah, blah? It's like you're asking these questions and you're trying to make something logical that isn't logical. It's like there is no answer. It just is. So just go for it. You know, don't worry about making sense of it right now. Just embrace it for what it is. So I feel like that is the main thing as advice for you. Yeah. All right, so that is basically it. I'm going to go ahead and just look at, see if there's anything else that I wanted to say. And although this card represents the devil, it makes me think of death for some reason. And this is Capricorn. So yeah. Sagittarius, Capricorn. So yeah, I feel like something's going to happen around Capricorn season. Or something gets established around that time. Yeah, so that is all. I'm going to stop right there, but hopefully you got some clarity. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.